Hi and welcome to this new moon reading. This new moon is in Gemini and it is in a sextile to Jupiter and Chiron and Mars. So it is, I would say, a very action-filled and life-sparkling new moon. But I will first look at my cards, and my cards are about passion and past and nightmare and Lungnasat and Inanna and Senuños. This new moon, I would say, is an invitation to be new and to get out of the old paradigm, of the old thought forms that we are sometimes still imprisoned. I mean, the whole eclipse season was about Uranus, was about the new, was about sudden events, was about sudden changes, was about dancing more flexible with life, to get out of these fixed ideas that we have, of these fixed visions and roads that we put ourselves on, and to dance more with life, and through that being more alive. And I mean, during this new moon, Chiron is conjunct Mars, so it is a little bit about the wounded warrior, the wounded hero. But also this is a myth that if we follow our dreams, we will be wounded. I feel like it is more our fear that we will be wounded the moment we follow our joy, we follow our passion. It is an old paradigm that needs to die. And with Pluto and Venus in a square, I would say we in the end often tend to wound ourselves in our relationships because we manipulate, and we manipulate out of the fear of being wounded. I mean, we all are wounded. Chiron is talking about that the moment you are alive, you are wounded. That is, at least at the moment, a fact. But this whole Uranus thing that prepares us for the Aquarius age, all those outer planets, like, for example, right now, also Pluto with Venus, or Neptune in Pisces, and Pluto in the next years going into Aquarius, and Uranus and Taurus, they all are shaking us around to prepare us for the new. And this Pluto-Venus theme during this new moon says, well, if you act out of fear, you might get more wounded than if you allow yourself to be free and act out of your joy with passion and with your senuños. Follow your bliss, follow your joy, act out, communicate. It is about, like Thich Nhat Hanh would say, it is about interbeing. It is a lot about relating. It is a lot about communicating on all levels. It is not just communication with words. With Jupiter and with Mars in Aries, it is also a very spontaneous communication, a very physical communication. It is a very sensual new moon, even though it is in Gemini, and Gemini is a lot about words. But I would say in this case, the communication is on many, is on many levels. All dimensions, all life forms are communicating with you all the time. The visible and the invisible is communicating all the time, and to allow yourself to be part of that dance. And with the cards Inanna and Lungnasat, it is in this inner sovereign we are free. In this inner sovereign, we can interact with others and allow them to see as sovereign as well. If I don't feel sovereign myself, then I have to dance the Pluto-Venus dance. Then I have to try to manipulate others. And then, in the end, I will get hurt, because manipulation and love don't go together. Love and freedom go together. Love and sovereignty go together. Being nourished and nourish others at the same time. This new moon is experiencing the web of life in all its possibilities and in all its forms of communication. It is a very alive new moon. It is a new moon that calls you to dance with life, and to dance with life from the moment you open your eyes. It is a very action-orientated new moon. It is not about letting go. Yes, of course, Mercury is retrograde, so it is about reflection, and it is about, with the trine to Pluto, truth that will be revealed, and with Mercury retrograde it might be about truths that are there for a long time from the past. So what is also in my cards, these are not truths that are discovered right now. Many of those truths revealed in our personal life and on the world stage will be truths that are there for quite some time. With this Mercury retrograde, I also think that these truths might be very deep and very profound, and where we really need time to reflect them. But also there we are called not to go into the old old paradigms of being haunted by our nightmares, of being haunted by our fears, but trying to act out of the sovereign, out of the king and the queen, interact with life as sovereigns, but also always have in mind, like a king has in mind, a good king, a king that has in mind his people, that has in mind those that come after him, that is not just interested in his own pleasure. I mean, also this is an old paradigm that if I follow my dream, Chiron, Mars, I will be hurt. But to say Mars, Chiron can also heal this. Being in the ego doesn't mean to be bad or doesn't mean to get hurt. It can be pure and innocent. Aries is also about the innocence of life. So I would say this new moon is an opportunity to experience the innocence of life in a very spontaneous dance with others and a very spontaneous dance with life, and this one doesn't want to belong with me, so I let it there. Maybe this is also this kind of, if something wants to go, leave it. Just dance, just be in the moment. Trust that it will be okay, that it is the expression of the moment. The next moment might be different, but allowing yourself to joyfully dance and express yourself in the interbeing with life. I would say this is, the message of this new moon. And this new moon is also with Aldebaran, and Aldebaran is the fixed star of honor. And I think we also have this kind of sometimes wrong thinking in our mind that at the moment I am acting in honor, I cannot act out of my joy. I cannot experience my full passion and my full lust and joy. Acting out of honor and experiencing joy don't have to be a contradiction. It can be both. If I'm really interbeing, then automatically I'm respecting the other because I'm dancing with the other. And in a true dance, you just don't stomp on the feet of someone else. You don't hurt someone and you don't pull someone so close to you that they can't breathe. You always let others breathe and expect others to let you breathe. And you also expect someone else to hold you and hold others. This is the dance. It is a new moon of dancing with life. So I wish you a very beautiful and expressive and joyful Gemini new moon. Till next time, namaste.